everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Bumbleberry Stitches, a Flosstube channel all about cross stitch and some quilting. Yeah, I didn't need to do that, did I? Okay, guys, it's been a minute since I've been here. It's been 3 minutes actually. Yeah, I think it's been like 3 months since my last Flosstube. And yeah, I never meant for it to, you know, go that far without doing one. And in all honesty, I did film 2 and just couldn't stand looking at myself. So I deleted them. And so here I am. We'll see how this goes. Because the last couple weeks, I haven't been feeling good. I've still got a cold or flu or something lingering right here in my throat, which is just really odd because I haven't been sick for like, I don't know, it feels like 10 years. It's just been like a really long time. I don't get sick, not since the kids were little. And so, yeah, so I don't know. But if I sound a little grovelly or weird, that's the reason why. So what have I been up to? I haven't been doing a lot of cross stitch, so it's probably another reason why I've kind of hesitated doing, you know, a video, because, you know, what am I going to talk about? You know, here's my 2 things I worked on. Have a good day. No, so, but yeah, I've had a couple, I have like a few starts, and I've made some bags, and I've decided to do WhipGo. That's not going so good either, but I didn't decide to do WhipGo though until like the middle part of January. So the numbers had already been called back in at the end of December, and people had already gotten going on it. And me, I'm just like, I was confused about it at first. I'd always heard about it and I didn't really know how it worked. And so I waited to get into the group, the WhipGo group on Facebook, and then kind of figured it out, and then figured out what I was going to do for my projects. And I just decided I'm just going to add my whips. You know, it's WhipGo, I'm just going to add my whips. And if I work on them, I work on them. If I don't, I don't. And I managed to do a few in January, but I didn't really get as far as I wanted to go. February was a total bust, so we'll see how March goes. I'll talk about that here in a minute. But let me put this down, and then we'll get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got everything laid out in front of me right here, and I'm just going to go through it. I'm not going to bother to go, okay, in December I did this, in January I did that. I will tell you if I can remember, you know, what I did with what things, but I'm not going to go in like some chronological order. I'm just going to work through here, and it shouldn't be a terribly long Flosstube because, like I said, I did stitch, I just didn't spend, you know, I didn't work on lots of projects and all that kind of stuff. And if you hear my cats, that noise in the background, it's gonna be my cats besides what's going on outside. Okay, so the last month, last 2 or 3 weeks, a month, I've been working on project bags. And it's because all of my projects, I have like, and I thought about doing, you know, a whip parade, but I feel like it would like take like over an hour and a half to 2 hours, because I have like 40 something projects, which isn't bad. I know there's a lot of people that have like way more than me, but that just seems like an awful lot when I'm really wanting to like start projects. So, because I have a lot of projects I want to start. I'm tired of, in a way, I'm really kind of tired of working on the same old crap. Not that my projects are crap, I'm just kind of tired of working on them. But I need bags for like all of them because I have maybe like 3 bags and that was it. And I could buy bags, but because I'm a quilter and a sewist, I do know how to make them. I'm not a perfectionist sewist. Okay, if I don't sew a straight line, I don't freak out over it. If I, you know, cut one side a little, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. If I cut one side a little shorter than the other side, you know, I just don't have a meltdown over it. That was 20 years ago when I first started quilting, and the police were everywhere. But I've long since don't give no crap about what people have to say. If I'm happy with it, that's all I care about. It just has to meet my standard and that's it. And I don't have high standards, you know. It's like I'm not gonna, you know, I want things to look good, but I'm not gonna like freak out over it. But anyway, as a quilter, I have fabric, okay? I just don't have the amount of fabric that I used to have. I think I'm down to like a couple of totes, and that's about it. And then I have all of my whips, because as a quilter, I have whips too. I don't just have cross stitch whips. I have quilting whips as well. So, so I have this fabric, and some of it, it's just too pretty to get rid of. But I'm probably not going to use it in a quilting project because I have this, I don't know, it's kind of an insane habit of, I start a new project, I gotta go buy more fabric. I'm not good at pulling because I pull from my fabric and I'm like, I don't have enough. So now I gotta go. So I might as well just go, and then I get there and I totally change my mind about what I'm gonna do. And so yeah, so I know a lot of this fabric, I either need to get rid of it or I just need to make something with it. So since I have like 40 some projects and not enough bags, I'm making bags. And right now, where I'm at in my assembly line in making bags is I need to go get some zippers. I don't have enough matching zippers, and that's something that will drive me crazy though. If I don't have the right zipper for the right fabric, the color thing will drive me crazy. So I think I have that bag. Yeah, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with one of my bags. It just drives me crazy. But other than that, I don't really get too bothered by, imperfection. So I'm going to show you my bags. I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've made 5 so far, and I actually pumped out like 3 yesterday because I'm in that place, and I have, like, looking that way, like you can see, I have 5 or 6 more bags, and I need zippers because I'm not worried about the inside sleeve pockets because I have all kinds of neutral fabric, and I like the inside of my bags to have neutral fabric, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I just need to get those together and then I'm ready. But this is one of them. I had previously made a bag out of this fabric, and I think I showed it on my Instagram, my blog, for a blog hop at one point. And I had used this fabric for the front and this for the back. I can't find the bag. I probably donated it, unfortunately, because a lot of things got stuck in the wrong bags. And I'm hoping that's not what happened to my Winter Queen, because I've lost her too. I may have to restitch it. It just sucks being me. Okay, so anyway, I remade this bag with what fabric I had left because I absolutely adore. I love flowers. I'm a flower girl. So, so yeah. And when I'm talking about imperfections, I'm going to stand up here and show you. See, now look in the edge here. See, I missed, see how that little piece is like really far over? But see, it's like right there. And that's the way it's supposed to look. This side this is what this side should have looked like. But I cut it, when I was squaring it up, I cut it too short on that side, and I'm like, whatever. It still opens, it still closes, I don't really care, whatever. It's a bummer, but anyway, my inside my bags, like I talked about, I like them to be neutral. I like to have white or beige fabric. Because of being a quilter, I have this nightmarish vision of the bag getting wet and then the fabric color bleeding onto my cross-stitch piece. Not that it couldn't happen from this outside, but it's insulated and there's several layers. Not that it couldn't, but it could still happen, but I don't know, in my mind, I'm thinking I want the insides to look that way. So there are a few things that I do. Hold on. So there are a few things, but anyway, so that's one of the bags that I made. And then there's this one. And these are like little charm squares. Those little like 2-incher squares. And I just didn't even cut them up. I just sewed them all together and then made that bag. And this is the French General fabric. and see if you can see like I went too far on that side, but that's okay. And then, you know, there. So it's really pretty. And what I've been doing is just scrapping my fabric together. So if you can see, there's one type of fabric and then there's another one. So it's like a total patchwork. These bags sometimes are coming together with what I've had left over. So, but I love these. This is like my favorite one so far because it's the French General, and I love. I've always been a big fan of French General fabric. It's just totally awesome. And then there's another one that I made. This is so cute. I got this fabric when I used to live in Colorado. I remember because the gal I went to a quilting retreat with my guild in Colorado Springs, and one of the gals there was from North Carolina, and she was in the guild too, but she had recently moved there. She used to own a quilt shop, and so we all went over to her house and bought some leftover fabric that she had from her shop, still sitting in her one of her rooms. So that was fun. And then this fabric is somewhat new. I absolutely love it. I got it over at the quilt shop not long ago. And I don't know if you know, see, look at that yellow. It's just too bright for that. It is just driving me crazy. I'm just wishing I would have went more with a neutral, like a beige or something, or maybe even a green. So that'll drive me crazy a little bit, but I'll get over it, I guess. So, but I love this fabric. And like I said, you know, I'm a flower girl, so you can just, you know, if it's got flowers on it, I'm probably going to be all in it. And these two bags are similar. I just switched them around and just used them. This one's actually my favorite because everything came together color-wise. It just looks really pretty, the neutral, I love the stuff. So, I love the back of the bag too. It's so pretty. So, those are my new bags. And I have more coming. And when I get those made, I will show you. So, okay, so now I'll be back. I'm going to get together my things to show you my new starts that I have for January and for February. So the first one is a Cooler Classic chart, and it is by Sandy Orton, and it is I Am My Beloveds, and it's based on a scripture from the Song of Solomon, I think it's 6:3, it could be 8. But if any of y'all have read the Song of Solomon, you know that it's a little X-rated. Solomon, you know, he was in love with his wife, and so, you know. But anyway, is that. And I love it. I think I got a pretty good start on it too. So I'll just turn this around. I need to get a something to hold that up. But anyway, that's my start, and I don't think I did half bad. So it's easy, but I think in some ways it's, I don't know, when you're stitching out letters, some people really enjoy it. You know, kind of, I don't know. Either way, I guess. But I am excited to start that. And I'm working it on a piece of 32 count even weave China pearl. And it's Swigart. So, there you go. And that is I Am My Beloveds. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. So anyway, so there's that. And I don't know when I'll get back to working on these, because like I said, I'm just doing starts. But if it strikes up, then I might do it. But there's the colors. It's only 3 colors. So DMC colors. And that is my little thing. I got that because it's like water and it's blue. And I thought, well, that kind of matches a little bit. So we'll go with that. Okay. And then in January, my second start. So I've been wanting to start this like forever and 10 years. I'm telling you, like forever and ever and ever. And I've had this chart like forever. So, and it is Ella, the Frog Princess by Nora Colbert, Memorabilia Designs. So, and it is kitted up and has all its threads. And there's some beads in there. Got some of the beads. I don't know if I got all the beads. I don't remember, but anyway, I got them all in there. So there's that. And I'll set that. I need to see that part. And I'm doing it on a piece of 32 count French lace. It is the called for fabric. I had went to the Silver Needle to try to get it. Silver Needle's got some good things, y'all. Don't get me wrong. Silver's got a lot of good things. But whenever I go there to get a specific piece of fabric, I end up having to come home and order it. Because they never have what I'm looking for. And sometimes I can find an alternative that I'm satisfied with, but I just wasn't satisfied with my alternative. So I ended up coming home and ordering myself a 1, 2, 3 stitch. But this is my start. Not a big start, but it's a start. And it's her hair. So we're starting in her hair. And I think I got a big enough piece because these memorabilias are huge. And you always get to start in the center. And that always makes me so nervous. So I don't know. But let me put my little nest back in there. But anyway, so that's my start. And that's her hair. And that'll be fun to get back to it. Now for February, I didn't get my second start. I'm gonna do that tonight, but I'll show you the one I'm gonna start tonight. But but I got the cutest needle minder too. And you know what? I forgot to bring the needle minders. I'll have to do that in a minute. But anyway, that's my start. And there's my cute little needle minder. Isn't that adorable? And there's that. And I have 2 of them that I'm going to start. So I started the first one, like I said, is that one. And then this one here. This one I got over at the Silver Needle. When I came back, I found it. And this is by Sue Hillis Designs. And it has little charms that come with them. And I think with the size, because they were normally called for was the 28 count fabric, and I do believe that this is 36 count, but I don't have it listed on here. Oh no, it dropped off. Oh, you know why? Because it's stuck. It magnet stuck. Hold on, let me get it back in there. There we go. So I know it's 36 count. I just don't remember what kind. This was the piece that I had walked away with for Ella Princess, and I was like, I just can't do it on Ella Princess. So I ended up saying, you know what, this would be perfect for, I poked myself. This would be perfect for the pirates. So now I'm going to do it on the pirates. So there's the start for that. And there's my, don't know if you can see that. Let me turn it. There we go. Yeah. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. So, but anyway, that's all the threads. And it's the threads for both charts. And like I said, I think I can get them on both of them. And I thought about getting this one too, and maybe that one. I don't know. They look a little more dead than the other. I mean, not that that don't look dead, but I don't know. I think I'm pushing the line there with that. So, but I do love it. And then the other one that I'm going to start tonight, and hold on as I pull this out because it's going to get a little noisy. It always does. Because it doesn't sound that loud here, but I know playing back it does sound kind of loud. It's a piece of 40 40 count country French, country mocha. And that's what I'll be stitching it on, which is absolutely, it's beautiful fabric, y'all. It's so pretty. And then what I'll be stitching is Teresa Colger, Love is Key. So you know, this one's kind of a love spring kind of theme. So I think it works good to start it. And so here's some of the threads, and then the rest of the threads are all in there. So I'll have to get those on the ring. So I'll be working on all of that tonight. And so okay. And then with that, I'm going to move all this aside and I will show you my whip go. Okay. As I was getting the whip go things organized here, I just remembered I did work on something and I forgot to show you. It was in my bag. I decided to do a temperature chart, and so I had previously ordered anyway a few of the temperature charts by the Stitchin' Mommy on Instagram, not Instagram, on Etsy, and so I decided I'm going to work on this one for this year. I have a few that I'd like to go back, because I'd like to go back and do one for the year 2022 when I first moved back home. So, but I'm not sure which chart I want to do for that one, but I decided just to start where I'm at this year, 2024. So I'm going to work on the temperature tree. And I haven't got it all completely stitched out. I'm kind of stitching a little bit as I go. I'm a week behind on the stitching, so I'll need to get that together. And hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. My son just came home, so I was moving that around. But anyway, this is, I got all my rat's nest attached to it. But that's as far as I've gotten. I got the month of January, and then you can see the second limb coming up, starting to work on February, and then I'm working on getting the limb completed, which is the third one for March. So, yeah, so I'm starting to get a little behind, so I'm going to have to work on this. But I've been trying to work on it every Friday evening and then into Saturday morning, and that's been working out, except for the week that I got sick. And then, so I haven't not worked on it for like a week. Then I may have, I don't know if I worked on it over this last weekend. I can't remember, but I may have. Oh, and look at this. I got this in Hawaii. That's actually a refrigerator magnet, but when they're small enough, they work really good for needle minders, y'all. So, but I'm using cocoa bean for the tree, and then everything else is DMC. So I'm loving it. I think it's so pretty, and it'll just be fun to work on that. So okay, so I'll be right back, and then we'll have whip go. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. My son just came home, like I said a few minutes ago, and so when he comes home, it's just like bang, 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 making all kinds of racket. So I may have to pause the video again until he's done doing his thing, and then I can come back. But until then, I'm going to try to get as much done before he comes in and starts banging stuff around again. So for January, I don't remember what the numbers were, but I do remember what I worked on for January. And so the whip that I have that got picked for January was Anna Green Gables. And I've shown you guys this before. It's a piece of 32 count even weave Joblin that's been hand tied. And for whip go, I actually got this whole thing. I think I had gotten somewhere running here, but I finished it all up, and then I got this part, and then the name started. So I didn't do half bad, you know, considering I don't really do like a lot of stitching, but I got that much done. And yeah, here's all the threads. And then there's a few more over there. And then the other one that was called ended up being my Little Red Riding Hood. And I love this pattern. It's so precious. It's so pretty. I'm not necessarily loving the fabric that I'm working on it with. It's kind of thin. See, it's kind of see-through. I really like that. But it is 40 count ivory. And this is a restart because I don't know if you guys can see that so good. Because the fabric I had worked on it was just too small. I was trying to make a piece work and it just wasn't working. I thought, oh, maybe I could do 1/1, and that was a bad idea too. So it was just, one bad idea after another. But I did manage to do a little bit of it in January. Let me see if I can get up here and show you a little bit better. But yeah, see, I worked on the clouds. So the clouds are somewhat new. But I didn't get a lot done, but I did get some. And it is pretty. The fabric's pretty. I love the color. I'm an ivory yellow kind of person. I love that fabric. But to me, it's like working on gauze. So I don't know. There may be a third restart on this. I'm just saying. Because I'm not in love with the fabric. The color, but not the fabric itself. So you guys may see this again with something different. And I may end up just getting rid of this fabric altogether because, like I said, it's like working on gauze. And I don't know if you guys have that issue, that sometimes you just have fabric. It's just too daggum thin. It just, I just don't like it. And so that's the situation with that. So that was the whip go for January. Now February, when numbers were called, I can't remember what the numbers were. I really don't. I was just surprised. My electric guitar came up and I was like, yes, because I had been working on electric guitar and I didn't want to put it down. So I thought, how perfect that it pulled up for my whip go. So I did manage to work on that too through the month of February. I think I may have had 4 days or 5 days on it. And it is a slow move because I don't like I love the color. I'm just going to say this right now. I love the color. It is, I want to say it's 40 count or 36 count Picture This Plus. But it's not like a really good weave. I don't know if I can get it close enough you can see it. It's like you got to count the squares. It's like you got to visually look at it with your eyes and see the square. And the threads don't lay right on it. But I've done a lot of work in here. And it doesn't seem like it from looking at, if you go on my Instagram and see my picture there. But I did. I've done a lot of just, it's confetti. So there's just a lot of confetti work that was done. And got a lot of stuff up at the top and stuff. And even though it's time to put it down and move on to the other go, I'm probably not going to put this one away. It's still going to hang out on the shelf, on my shelf in my room where, I work on my whips and stuff. Because I'm absolutely in love with the color of the fabric. I think it's perfect for the pattern. But it makes my stitching look like I just started cross stitching last week or something. I just feel like such a complainer, but I don't know if you guys have had projects that are, you just push forward because you really want this project done. You really love the project, but there's just so many little things. It's just not right. I don't know. So anyway. So this is all the stuff for electric guitar right here. So that's my work on my whip go there. And the other one, I didn't get to it. I didn't even get to it at all. and it is such a bummer. So it's time to put it away, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I should put it away or not. I don't know. And that is inspired by scripture. And this is not the one I'm working on. This one in the back is the one I'm working on. That one there. And there was just a little story behind this one, because my God had told me I was going to go on a Genesis journey, and I was going through my patterns, and I saw that, and I was like, oh, how did I miss, a pattern that had a Genesis scripture in it? And so I wanted to do that. And then my mom was telling me about a dream she had, and where there was a dress, which I thought was strange. She's like, oh, Mom, there's a dress on my thing. And then the person said that she was talking about how she wanted to finish this dress, but the person said, but before you do that, you need to finish this one first. You need to do this one first, the second one. And I thought, oh, that's just really strange. So I thought, well, maybe that, because she's like, that's weird, because she didn't feel like it had anything to do with her. And I was like, well, maybe it's me. I don't know. So I decided to go, okay, fine. I won't do the first one. I'll do the second one. So anyway, just stupid stuff. So, so I ended up doing it that way. And I believe this is 32 count. And this is where I'm at. I'll show you where I'm at already, but I didn't stitch on it. I haven't done any stitching since my original start, which was in 2022. So this one I started, I believe so, that I started in 2022. Now, it could have been 2023, but I'm certain it was 2022. But I can get that figured out, and maybe next time I'll tell you. So I wanted to work on the chest part, the lid, but that was the goal, but it just didn't happen. So I don't know. I may put it on a rotation for, like, to work on aside from Whipco, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But the numbers were called for March, and I don't know when they were called. I just looked today because I was getting ready to do a Flosstube, and I thought, oh, I got to get that together. And I don't even know what numbers they called. So I went online in the group and I looked, and they called 1 and 2. And 1 for me was Sunflowers Farm, my cord about the cord. So that's that. So I'll be working on that for the month of March. Here's my threads. And this is where I'm at since the last time I worked on it. I haven't worked on it, y'all, but I'm just going to show y'all so that when I come back at the end of March, you can have a point of reference in which you can see, and I'll try to take a picture too, but that way you'll have a point of reference as to how much I've done or didn't do if I don't get to it. So this is where I've been at. I started this, oh goodness, I want to say before COVID. So that would have been, what, 2019, 2018? I don't remember. I don't even know what the copyright on is. Maybe that'll help me figure it out. I don't know. I don't think they have a copyright on there. Some people don't put the dates on it like that. Nope. So I don't remember when I started it, but it's been a long time ago. Let's just say it's been a long time. And I love this. This is a piece of natural from Hobby Lobby. And I think it's perfect for it because it's very earthy. But anyway, that's where I'm at. And so we'll see this month working on it, how far I can get. Maybe I can get a finish. I mean, wouldn't that be fun? Or maybe get something close to it. That would be even better. I don't know. We'll have to see, So there's that. And then the other, and I think that was number 1. So that was number 1 on my Whipco chart. And then the other one was number 10. Here's the threads for 10. So number 10, I'm excited. Actually, I love this one. I'm excited to actually get back to that one. Is Narnia. And this was the Stitching Book Club. And you can find her on Instagram and on Etsy. I think she started a new website. And this was a sew along. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Stitching Book Club. You read the book, and you stitch along. But I've already read the book like, I don't know how many times, so I didn't read the book again. I should have. But because, you know, the first time I ever read the book was when I was in school, so 4th grade. So I already, you know, I've read it so many times. I read it with my kids. I know the story well. So, but here's where I'm at. And so we'll see how far I can get. I'm about to tip my chair over. Hold on a second. So yeah, I'm right here. So I just need to get this border and these lines in right here, and then I can start the last block, and we'll see how far. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for myself, but because I have this one and the other one, and it seems like quite a bit. But if I end up just working on these two alone, I mean, it would still be progress, you know, because, well, I need to get it finished. But I absolutely love that one. I was so thrilled to be able to do that book stitch along. So that was great. And that was my cats. I don't know if you guys heard that. You have an empty milk jug next to the trash can, and she knocked it over, and now she's all excited and running back and forth in the living room. So, but anyway, that's all. Oh, wait, hold on. I do have one more thing for you, and I got to get up and go get it. I want to show you my needle minders, my new needle minders, and my threads for the Cotton and Color Club. And then I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So these threads, I think these are from December, January, and February, but I could be wrong because I can't remember if it's like 3 months or 4 months, because I keep forgetting to show you guys. So, and there's new ones coming, and I think she's going to send them out early because of market. So anyway, these are all the colors, and I'm oh man, I love all these colors. These are just, oh, they're like watercolor colors. They're so pretty. Oh my goodness. So I'm thrilled, totally thrilled to have all these colors, and I can't wait to see what March's is going to look like. And then I had quite a few needle minders. These had, believe it or not, I got lost in the mail. The lady I ordered them from, she sent them to the wrong person. And then she had to get with that person and say, hey, you need to send those back so I can get them to the right person. And so then I ended up waiting like almost a month. And I finally got those. And then I have some other ones. But so there's, these are the ones that I had to wait on almost a month. And I got them like off the shop on Etsy. I can't remember. I can put it down in the box. Anybody knows me knows I love giraffes, so I was thrilled to find that giraffe. And you know, I'm Indian, so I like that. And then this one, trying to get it to hang. You know, hold on. Let me take it off. It's got a magnet on the back, so the chains are wanting to hang onto it. There we go. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. And then I got this one to go with my Cinderella project. Isn't it beautiful? So pretty. This is a different shop. I don't remember the names of the shop. Now this one here is Kim's Creative Needle Minders. And I think both of these may have come from there. And that's going to go with my Little Red Riding Hood project. And this one's going to go with my Ella Frog. So. And then the other needle minder I showed you that the chest, that's with the pirates. There's a second one I got with it, was that one. I thought it was perfect. And then that one there. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. I love it. So So, okay, so that's everything that I have for today. And just have fun stitching, y'all. And God bless. Bye.